Thanks to the support as a channel member, Austin Hartman. That's right, Mrs Wearmouth. It all comes down to today. If we win both of our games, we could conceivably win the championship. We could go up automatically. We could end up in the playoffs. Yeah, we just got to win them both and cross our fingers. I'm welcome to part 82 of Homegrown. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have our final two games of the season. We're at home against Reading and away against local rivals Peterborough. That's Reading, who are directly below us in the championship table. They probably can't catch us unless we lose both games and they win both games. But that seems fairly unlikely. But as you can see, the league table is super tight. Since you were last with me, we've been on a pretty decent run of form. These two defeats aside, and I hope we don't come to rue the two defeats, but we've been winning a lot of games. Roberto Costabile scored in the last 5 consecutive league games. He has been a bit of a revelation since arriving in January. He was out with flu when he first arrived, but since then, 7 goals from 10 starts. He's the striker we've always wanted, boys and girls. We did play a little fitness friendly against Bourne as well for Mackenzie Fulton more than anything, and he scored 7 goals in that game. So he's definitely got goals in him, just unfortunately not league goals, apparently. And I am getting a little bit worried about him. He's 20 years old, so he's a year older than Costabile. Costabile already has more goals in the league for us in his home career than Fulton does in his near 3-year home career. So I think Fulton's days might be numbered. But before any of that, before worrying about any players or anything, we've got to play this game that I'm trying to avoid getting to, really, because I'm a little bit afraid of it. We're on the telly. Is it our first time on the telly? It's not our first time. It's only our second time on the telly this season with a Friday night fixture against Reading, who are directly below us. So Stoke and Bristol City both play tomorrow. Stoke are away against Brentford. Bristol City at home against Sheffield Wednesday. But we've got the opportunity here to potentially go top of the championship with a game to go. Yes, everyone else around us will have games in hand for a day, but you know what I always say, I'd rather have the points and the position than the games. So we've just got to go out there, beat Reading, and then hope one of these two slips up. Otherwise, if nothing else, it's nice to get a boost over a playoff rival as we're heading into the playoffs. Harrison Davies, by the way, is the second best player in the championship according to average ratings this season. After I almost wrote him off last year, he has come back with a storming season, one of the best seasons of his career. He seems to have stopped scoring goals. His first 2 seasons in the championship, 19 goals combined. This season, just the 3 goals, but he's suddenly become a real top-level defender with a value of £8.5 million. So Harrison Davies, I guess it was a good job we persevered with him. I mean, he's been here 10 years. We're always going to persevere with him. He's our hero. But this is the team for the game against Reading, and it is without Davies because he's not fully fit to play. So he's going to be on the bench. Also not really fully fit is Nathan Curry. But I think Nathan Curry, based on the form that he's in at the moment, is worth the risk. Averaging a 7.8 in his last 5 games, playing in his new right-back role that he's making his own. I think he is our future at right-back. And we've just got to throw him in today and hope we don't break him. So we're going with Alex Williams in goal, a back four of Francis, Lay, Bart and Curry, Hodgkinson and Akani in midfield, Hamilton, Roberts and Renan supporting Costabile up front. We need a win, boys and girls, because anything other than that, an automatic promotion is effectively gone, even with a win. If the other two go and win tomorrow, we're away from home in our derby game on the last day of the season, still needing other results to go our way. It's going to be tough regardless. I think the most likely outcome is the playoffs, but I'd rather go into the playoffs off the back of 7 or 8 consecutive wins than off the back of losing to one of our teams who are going to be our rivals in those playoffs in the shape of Reading. So a win today is vitally important, even if our results don't go our way. We need it for the momentum. We need it for the morale. We need it for the form. Plus, we need it to give ourselves that chance that if someone does slip up, we're there to capitalise. The last thing we want to do is lose today and then watch Stoke go and lose as well. And now it doesn't really matter. We missed our opportunity to go past him. Connor Roberts has picked up an early yellow card there, which is just silly. He didn't need to be doing it. I don't really know why he's the guy all the way back there defending. But he was, and he's picked up a yellow card. And we've actually had 3 yellow cards now in this first half, which is always a sign that we're not playing very well. There's yellow card number 4. We're getting no highlights. We're just kicking them. We're creating nothing and giving away lots of fouls. And now we've given away a goal. And this does not bode well because we've not really had an attacking highlight so far. And the first real attack from either team in the game is a set piece that we've conceded from. And we've shown nothing so far in this game. And just before half-time, it's Reading with another set piece. This time, they managed to not score from it. And Costabile is going to try and break through. But with no one there supporting him, it was always asking a lot. And this has been a really, really poor first half. I think we're afraid of the TV cameras. What can we do differently? What can we change? What have we got on the bench? Davies could come on for his goal threat. I mean, any of them could come on. On first look, it's not a very inspiring bench, but we know Blamplate's been great this year. Onyango's been great this year. Fulton plays for us. Let's just hope the second half goes a little bit better. We're going to go attacking. We're going to demand more. And we're going to hope that we come out in this second half in what looks like a packed home of football again and put on a show for the fans who supported us so well this season. Renan and Curry trying to combine to put on a show to start things off. Renan does quite well getting the ball back from Curry and forcing the save out of the Reading keeper. It's been our best chance of the game so far, but that's a pretty low bar. And we now have a corner. Curry with the in-swinger, bars there. And his header is straight at the goalkeeper. How different that might have been if it's Harrison Davies on the end of that. We probably do need to look to bring him on. Although we've just said he doesn't score goals anymore. So maybe there's no point. And Reading are in again here. And I think that's hit the post rather than it being a save from Williams. We've just got to show some ambition. I don't know what's wrong with us. Afraid of the TV cameras is what it has to be. Curry has got to come off. He wasn't fully fit to start the game. Hodgkinson is going to come off as well. And we're going to bring on Ali Basic in midfield and swap those two around. And we're also, you know what, we're going to do a triple change. We're going to bring on Blamplate as well. It does mean we don't get to bring on Harrison Davies, but the 2 defenders we've got are playing fine. They're not tired. There was tired players in other areas of the team. So changes had to be made. Right. We'll give it 5 minutes before we just start throwing men forward. We must have... Right. We're not doing anything. Why are we not doing anything? Right. Throw men forward then. Lay could step up and we can go 3 at the back like that. Probably drop him back a little bit. Right. You can tell it's business end of the season and we're getting desperate. Yeah, Renan can stay as a deep line forward like that. And we're going to do this. We're going to go attacking. Has Alex Williams got taller again yet? Still only 6'2", not much of a threat from the set pieces. So we may as well not throw him up for corners. And we've got to go for it. Even a draw at least keeps us a little bit closer into the mix. At the moment, we've been pathetic tonight. Hamilton trying to find something. Ali Basic playing out on that right hand side, and Ali Basic scores. What an important goal for us. We're going to keep this system going because ultimately a draw's no more useful for us than a win, other than the fact it means Reading don't have bragging rights. But we've got to not think in terms of protecting our form for the playoffs against Reading and think more of let's go for this win and see if we can get to the Premier League automatically. We've got another... Come on, give us another goal. How do you not get another highlight with the system we're playing? I don't believe that we didn't get another highlight there. Well, at least we didn't lose. I would suggest it's probably not enough to keep us in the automatic promotion hunt. We'll just jump forward. There you go. It's our best ever championship finish. So that's something, I guess. We're guaranteed to finish at least 3rd. We just want to see what happens on Saturday, though. And we're looking for a slip up from either of the teams that are above us. So let's just jump forward and see. Cross everything, boys and girls. We're looking for slip-ups here. I don't need to see all of this. I need to see the championship table. Have results happened yet? No. When? It's still only 9 a.m. Right, what's going on? Stoke are away against Brentford. Bristol City are at home against Sheffield Wednesday. Right. Let's just sort these bits out. Alec Lay's signed a new contract. Lovely stuff. Can we have just any result going our way would be nice. We want to go into that final day of the season against Peterborough with the opportunity. We want the opportunity to still go up automatically, or else it's all a little bit sad, isn't it? Going into that final day, knowing you've bottled it by a pathetic performance against Reading, who you could conceivably be playing at Wembley in a week or two's time. Right, are results in? Have they happened? They must have happened. And Stoke lost. Right, Bristol City are not catchable now based on their goal difference, but Stoke lost against Brentford. There's our lifeline, boys and girls. So, final day of the season, we're away against Peterborough. Stoke are at home against Bristol City. Oh my word, how did I not know that was happening? A draw in that game and we beat Posh and we're in the Premier League. It is on, boys and girls. Just one change for the Peterborough game then. Harrison Davies is in. Now he's fully fit. And if ever a stage was set for a man to earn a knighthood in one of my series, this is the stage. Harrison Davies, club captain, at the end of his 10th season at the club, having played for us in every league from Tier 8 up to the top of the Championship. We are away from home against our local rivals. This is the moment for him to score the goal to take us to the Premier League. And if he does, he finally earns his knighthood. I think that's probably reasonable. But let's get into the game. Remember, we are relying on results, or one particular result from elsewhere going our way. Job one, we have to win. If we don't win, nothing else matters. But we are also keeping a very firm eye on the Stoke-Bristol City game. And Stoke have just gone ahead. And I think that's the opposite of what we want to see happen. I think it needs to be Bristol City who win that game because of goal difference. So Stoke being ahead does kind of put a dampener on things almost immediately here. Obviously, there's still a long way to go, but we need a Bristol City turnaround in that game, or else I don't think anything we do here will matter other than giving us morale and form heading into the playoffs. Costabile playing it out to Nathan Curry. Curry with the cross, looking for Hamilton, but couldn't find him, and now Posh are going to look to get a counter-attack of their own underway, and we need to nip this in the bud because it's going to be problematic if they score. I imagine if both results go against us, we'll be ruined going into the playoffs, and we're losing. And this is very upsetting. Peterborough 1, home 1, Stoke 1, Peterborough 1, home 0, and then Stoke 1, Bristol City 0. At the moment, both results are the opposite of what we need, and the league table looks hideous as a result. Oh, we're bottling this, aren't we? Right. Throw from Curry. Renan can't keep hold of it. It falls back to Barr, who gives it back to Curry. Hodgkinson now. Another one of our homegrown boys. We need our homegrown boys to step up today and show us that they want to play for us in the Premier League. Renan on a mazy run, a Renan run. Hamilton gives it back to Renan, through to Costabile, and there's an 8th goal of the season for Roberto Costabile. It's an almost immediate reply to level things back up again at 1-1. Obviously, it's still not close to enough so far, but it's a step in the right direction. Renan instrumental in this move. Lovely run, lovely pass. Costabile still had plenty to do, and he's gone and done it. It's still 1-0 in the Stoke-Bristol City game. If we can win here, a draw between Stoke and Bristol City will be enough, because that will put us above Stoke. So that's... Oh, Davies. I want to give him his knighthood. He might earn it anyway today. He might earn it at Wembley in an episode or two's time. Who knows? But he is on the cusp, because he has been a nailed-on regular starter for 10 years across 7 different levels of football. And I don't think I could say that about anyone else I've ever had in any other save. Right, come on, boys. 45 minutes to make yourselves heroes. Stoke are now 2-0 up against Bristol City. So the opportunity to become heroes is becoming slimmer. But obviously, we want to go into the playoffs with a win. Nathan Curry with the shot from range. It's a little bit wild and high and wide. Not quite what the doctor ordered. And we've got half an hour to go. And I don't think it's happening, is it? But like I say, we don't want to go into the playoffs with two draws, 2 games without a win. We need a victory here just for that playoff morale boost. Hamilton is in behind here. Can he square it to one of the many players lining up in the middle, one of which is Renan, and he does find Renan, and there is a 22nd goal of the season for Renan to make it Peterborough 1, Home 2. We're now doing our bit. All eyes on Bristol City. The amount of times I've ruined Bristol Rovers over the years on Football Manager, you'd think Bristol City would want to do me a favour. But I don't think it is happening. It's 2-0 still to Stoke, and there's your confirmation that unless there's massive goal swings in both games, we'll finish level on points with Bristol City, 1 point behind Stoke, but not end up in the Premier League. We'll have to do it all again in the playoffs, and that does not really appeal. We want to get it done now. Right, we're looking for fitness, really, more than anything, and everyone seems fine, so I'm leaving them on. It's rare for me to leave them on, but that's what we're doing. We're leaving them on. We don't want to mess with a team that is now working. Why can't I find the other game? Renan is tiring, but I've lost the Stoke-Bristol City game. It's just gone. Thanks, Football Manager, for being such a non-glitchy, wonderful game. Right, Renan is going to come off for Onyango. And we're going to take off Hamilton. No, we're not, because we've got no one who can play on the left wing. Blamplate can come on for Roberts. And we can bring on Ali Bassick for Hodgkinson. Just to freshen things up in the midfield. Harrison Davies is apparently taking free kicks for us now. Can we see this other game yet? It's now 3-1 to Stoke. Bristol City have a goal back, but I think it's all going to be too little too late. And I suspect the playoffs are now looming for us. Harrison Davies trying to grab that goal. I promised him a knighthood, bless him. He's just staying forward. That wasn't even a set piece there. He just stayed forward from one. The Stoke third goal is only just coming through on here. We know it's already 3-1 there now, so these score updates are a little bit delayed. Onyango brings it down nicely, goes on a little run, and I thought he was sticking it in the top corner. He didn't, but it's not to be today, is it? If we'd have not messed up against Reading, this would have been enough. But we did. And there's been, I guess, over the course of the season, one too many times where we've not quite performed on the day. And unless a miracle has happened at Stoke, it's going to be the playoffs tomorrow. And I can't help but be absolutely gutted because, yeah, we've been down the playoff route before. And it doesn't always end well for us. Playoffs tomorrow, boys and girls. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.